Toby Okechukwu, my other colleagues. Well, let me thank you for giving an opportunity to share with you some of our concerns. You'll recall that in the last National Assembly, there was a borrowing plan presented by the government, and for some obvious reasons, especially the issue of exclusion, it was not taken. So this has been returned to the present National Assembly. Regrettably, last Thursday, the Senate passed the borrowing plan, which excluded the whole of Southeast. We'd like to use the opportunity to thank our colleagues, and we are at the chamber that day, especially Senator Engineer Baribe, who made a good effort to get the matter addressed, the issue of the equity and equitable distribution. Most of us were not in chambers. I was in Lagos attending the INEC retreat on electoral reforms. Most of our colleagues were also outside the chambers. So we want to commend him for the effort he made and other colleagues who were there during the conversation. So we met as a caucus of the Southeast National Assembly last night after consulting with our people and getting their feelings regarding this issue. And we decided that the best approach would be a constructive engagement with the National Assembly leadership. So this afternoon, we had a very good conversation with both the Senate President and also the Speaker of the House of Representatives. I'm here to report that we had a meaningful discussion. They showed not just concern, but commitment to addressing these issues. And they were satisfied with those assurances. So we are believing that the matter will either be revisited or, since it has not been passed in the House, that appropriate thing will be done and then our people's fears will be assuaged. So we'd like to thank the Senate President and the Speaker for those assurances and their commitment to the national unity and unity of this country, and also for justice to all parts of Nigeria. We believe that equity should be the way for our country to make progress. So they are committed to this equitable distribution of the loan facilities. So our thinking is that what the federal government presented was a borrowing plan. So since it's still a plan, so there's still opportunity for us to look at the distribution, so that every part of Nigeria will have a sense, of belonging with the way the loan will be managed. Because we believe ultimately every part of Nigeria will be part and parcel of the repayment. So if we are going to be part and parcel of the repayment, it makes every sense that we also benefit from the utilization of those funds. And we are concerned about certain facilities, including the eastern corridor of the railway from Port Harcourt to Maiduguri. We are also concerned about the access to the sea, the provision of access to the sea for people of the Southeast, developing seaports in our area, and also power projects. So we hope that by the time the matter is addressed, that some of the fears of our people would have been addressed and their own concerns will also been addressed. The other issue we raised with them is the issue of the distribution of the National Assembly bureaucracy. We pointed out to them that if you look at the National Assembly bureaucracy, the Southeast is also excluded from the Clerk of the National Assembly to the Deputy Clerk, the Clerk of the Senate, Clerk of the House, the DG of NILS, also the Chairman of and Secretary of National Assembly Service Commission, the same thing with the Public Complaint Commission. They showed concern and have agreed to address it as soon as vacancy occurs in any of those positions. So we had a very useful meeting. So on behalf of my colleagues, I want to thank them for their understanding, and we are looking forward to their commitment, which has already been expressed to us. So I want to thank you again for listening to us.
Thank you.
Secondly, I said that this is a borrowing plan, so not that any money has been borrowed. And under the Fiscal Responsibility Act, you are required to get the approval of the National Assembly for you to borrow. So that's why it is tabled before the People's Parliament, where every part of Nigeria is represented, to have a conversation and discussion to be sure that it's even spread. That is actually the philosophy behind sending it to the National Assembly. So that's why we are using every legislative avenue to ensure that the proper thing is done.
And I follow. Okay. DSP, sir. Former DSP. Senators from the East never saw that document before the passage.
And and I commended him for his effort, and also that it's not a matter of fighting or any struggle, any this exchange of words. We believe in, as I said, in critical engagement of our colleagues. Yeah. Remember too that I was Deputy Senate President and matter came in the last Senate, and it was not discussed. So our people at each material time have shown commitment to this. So if we're not concerned, we won't be here. So this is part of the commitment of our legislators from the Southeast to matters concerning us. So I believe that every person from the Southeast is committed to ensuring that the right thing is done. That's why we're elected to be here to represent them.
Yeah. My name, please permit me to sit down, distinguished, because of the camera.
I can't remember any day 109 senators were present at sitting. Maybe even during the day of inauguration, it never happened. We'll have our own assignments. And so if a matter comes up and you're not there, and something, a decision is taken, we have under our rules what we could do, right? So which is what we are raising now. What we could do, instead, even if a decision has been taken, you can now come under our rules for the matter to be rescinded and be taken again. All you need to do is to come with a proper motion. So we understand that. We've been here for a long time. And you can't be in two places at the same time. So those senators from the South who are not there, they're also on one national assignment or the other. Yeah. So it's unfair to say, oh, they were not all there, right? So, and I believe that what we are doing now is the correct thing to see how the matter is addressed. And as we admitted, it came up in the last Senate, and we didn't take it because for the same reason. So if it comes up now and has been taken, well, that is democracy in action. So you can, the minority may have their say, majority will have their way. Recall that in the Southeast, we have only 15 senators, while others have between 18 and 21. So it's part of the issue of marginalization we've been talking about. That we've been pushing for restructuring. So even if you put all the 15 members of the National Assembly from the Southeast in the Senate and you vote, definitely you know the outcome. So it's not a matter of playing to the gallery. So we are here to engage our colleagues in such a way that they'll be able to understand our concerns and address it. Right?
Thank you.
To get our colleagues in the Senate, the leadership of the Senate and the House to agree on accommodation of the Southeast, and the House does that, then they'll bring it back to the Senate for harmonization because it will be different resolutions. Yeah. So we need to come together and then have one document, which again will still be passed in the Senate and in the House. So we're still on course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
He said there's something is not fighting.